Good morning to you all. This is class 3 for English medium batch, number system topic, question number 18 to be started. Question number 18 says a two-digit number is k times of sum of its digits. The number obtained by interchanging its digits will be how many times of the sum of digits? See here. The question says there is a two-digit number 10x plus y. There is a two-digit number 10x plus y. And this number 10x plus y is k times the sum of its digits. That means k times of sum of its digits, x plus y. After proceeding, you see here 10x plus y equals to kx plus ky. Thereafter, question demands you, if the digits are interchanged, you get the number 10y plus x, and this number 10y plus x should be how many times of the sum of its digits. That means this is your answer expected by the examiner. This is your answer. We have to fill up this space. For this, in basic process, you have to take two steps from yourself, from your side. One step is to multiply by -1 to both sides. -1 multiplies to this minus 10x minus y minus kx minus ky. Thereafter, in order to receive this situation from this, you will have to add both the sides, 11y plus 11x. See here, 11x plus 11y added to the left as well as to the right, 11x plus 11y kx ky. Now see here, 11y minus y equals to 10y or plus this one x equals to. You have to take x as a common. You will get 11 minus k bracket x. Then you have to take y as a common in between two. 11 minus k y is the situation. Now 11 minus k will be taken as a common. 11 minus k is taken as a common. You get x plus y here. That means, see here, very seriously and carefully, see here. Question had told you a two-digit number is k times of the sum of digits. After interchanging the digits, the number is 10y plus x, and this number will be how many times? This number will be how many times of the sum of digits? This was the question. Initiated in this way, and you got 10y plus x equals to x plus y into 11 minus k. That means after interchanging the digits, the number is this one, and this number is 11 minus k times of the sum of digits. Okay, not done. But in the examination hall, you have to pick up some technical steps so that the question be solved within short span of times. You can solve this question within 10 seconds, I think. 10 to 12 seconds you can solve it. Proceed now. You will have to take an example in order to minimize the time to solve this question. See here. Suppose you take an example totally based upon the situation, based upon the language the question has told you. For that, you have to suppose, you can suppose so many examples. I will be giving you some examples. You can choose these numbers for betterment. 72 is such a number. 72 is a two-digit number. You can see, you are seeing here. And 72 is a two-digit number. And 72 is equal to 7 plus 2 into 8. 9 8 ja 72. That means this is a two-digit number, and this is 8-fold of the sum of digits. Here 8 means k. Value of k equals to 8 here in this example. Question has asked you if the digits be interchanged. You interchange here digits. This was 72, now this is 27. 27 is 2 plus 7 into 3 only. 9 3 are 27. That means here 11 minus 8, 11 minus 8, 8 is your k equals to 3. That means this 3 comes how? 11 minus 8. That means 11 minus k. That's why your answer is 11 minus k. Note down. I will be giving you another example in order to be satisfied. Okay, note down. Some of you must have gained the situation. I just like to convince you, but some of you must not. Again, another example will be given you. Very carefully you have to listen. This time you will certainly be clarified. Each and every student who are watching certainly be clarified. See another example. You have to pick up again a 2-digit number. That should be very convincing for your calculation. That's why I would like to suggest you. This is your another example. 42 is definitely a 2-digit number, and 42 is just equal to 4 plus 2 into 7. This is k. Now after interchanging you got 24, and this is 2 plus 4 into 4. That means again see here, this 4 comes 11 minus 7, and 7 is your k. That means your answer is again 11 minus k. Note down. Now I would like to convince you. You have to take such examples which is very easily calculated. Here must not be any fraction. That's why you have to choose which numbers: 12, 21, 28, 24, 42, 36, 63, 27, 73, 45, 54. These are some numbers. You may choose any one of them. These numbers will be very easily calculative for you, as these are such numbers of 2 digits which is just a complete fold of its sum of digits. Okay. If you suppose, see here, 13 is such a number. This is also a 2-digit number. You can solve having this example as well, but calculation will be tougher. See here, this is 1 plus 3 into 13 by 4. That means k equals to 13 by 4 here. That's why I have suggested you have to pick up any one number from these. This will be better for your calculation. If you suppose any 2-digit number, then sometimes calculation may be very tough. See here. Then after getting changed, this will be 31, and 31 is just equal to like this. That means this is your 31 by 4 times here. Okay. Now this is 11 minus k, 13 by 4. See here, it will be perfectly suitable here. 44 minus 13 by 4, 31 by 4. Here comes. That means you solve here again. 13 is a 2-digit number, that is 13 by 4 fold of sum of digits. After interchanging, this is 31, and 31 is just 31 by 4 times of sum of digits, and this 31 by 4 is 11 minus k. Here k is 13 by 4. This is your explanation. But see here, you have to see the difference of calculations toughness. You can see here, you can imagine here. That's why I have suggested you never take such an examples which are going to create some problems in calculation. However, the concept is so easy, but calculation is so tough. So tough, then your calculation will be very tough, and your answer will be taking some more and more time. Okay, that's why you have to choose any one of them. Okay, now come to question number 19. Firstly, you have to write down a note for this question. I am dictating you. Just note down. Just note down. If Note down. If a two-digit number is k times the sum of its digits, the sum of its digits, the number after getting changed, the number after getting interchanged, the number after getting interchanged, the digits will be 11 minus k times, will be 11 minus k times of the sum of its digits, of the sum of its digits. Okay? Now come to question number 19. 19. Out of three numbers, the first and the second is 20% and 50% more than that of the third number, respectively, should be here. Okay? Out of three numbers, the first and the second is 20% and 50% more than that of the third number, respectively. What percent is the first number of the second number? See here. There are three numbers according to the question, A, B and C. This is first number, this is second number, and this is third number. Question says first number is 20% more than this one. Question says second number is 50% more than this number. You have to suppose this number, third number, is 100. You may suppose here 1, 10, X, Y, Z, anything. But it is always better to opt the base 100. The third number is supposed 100 here, and according to the question, the first number is 20% more than this one. That means this will be 120, and this number is 50% more than this one. That's why this will be 150. This must be in the ratio. All these are in the ratio. Okay? 0, 0, 0 cancelled. Now some of you must be confused here. How 120 cam, how 150 cam. I am giving you the explanation as well. Okay? A is 20% more than C. A is 20% more than C, and C is 100 here. That means 100 plus 100, 20%. This is 100 plus 20, and thus you got 120. In the similar way, you can see here B is 150. How? B is 50% more than C, and C is 100. That means B is 100 plus 50% of 100. That means this is 100 plus 50 equals to 150. This is your rough calculation. This is your rough teaching as well for poor students who are getting some confusions. How 120 cam, how 150 cam. But for intelligent students, you can write directly. No need to write this one as well. Okay? Now come to the question. Question has demanded you what percent is the first number of the second number. Question says that 12 is what percent of 15. First number is what percent of second number. That means 12 is what percent of 15. Thus you got here 80%. 80%. This is your answer. There will be also one note here. 12 is what percent of 15. First number is what percent of 15. This is calculated like this. This is your final answer. 80%. Okay? No. See here. X is what percent of Y. X is what percent of Y is answered by X upon Y into 100. This formula has been written here. Okay, write down. Thus you calculated question number 19 and gave the answer 80%, and 80% is perfectly the right answer. This is most important question for PO, bank clerk than SSC Railway. Okay. Now come to question number 20. Now come to question number 20. See here. Again, the question is based upon the same pattern as question 19. Out of three numbers, Again, out of 3 numbers means A, B and C are 3 numbers. Out of 3 numbers, the first and the second is 10% and 20% less than the third number. That means if the third number is 100, the first number is 10% less than 100. That means 10% of 100 is 10. 10 must be taken out from 100 and then you get 90 here. Okay? And the second number is 20% less than the third one. 20% of this one is 20. 20 must be taken from 100. 100 minus 20 equals to 80. Thus you got all the numbers in the ratio. First number, second number and third number is are in the ratio 9, 8, 10. Now see what question demands you. The first number is how much percent more than the second number. Question says 9 is how much percent more than 8. That means you have to write here 9 minus 8 by 8 into 100 and that is 12.5% more. This is your final answer. Firstly match the answer. 12.5% is the right answer. And just copy it on. Thereafter one note will be there. Write down. Very smoothly we are going to solve all the questions in basic method and tricky approach if be possible there. Okay, in the whole syllabus there are almost 40 lessons bifurcately and you have to go through all the lessons, basic method and technical approach with tricky approaches as well. Okay, question number 20 dealt now. Write down the note. X is, this is your note, X is how much more percent than Y. X is how much more percent than Y. That means question says X is greater than Y. X minus Y. X is how much more percent than Y. Y will be the base into 100. This is your answer. Write down. X is how much more percent than Y is written as X minus Y by Y into 100. Thus question number 20 finished now. Come to question number 21. See here. Now the pattern of the questions totally changed here. From 21 onwards there will be up to question number 26 the same pattern will be maintaining. Okay, question number 21. Two numbers are in the ratio 7:5. Question says two numbers are in the ratio 7:5. If the smaller number is 45, then the value of the bigger number is. Whenever the numbers are in the ratio 7:5, it means if this number is 7, this number is 5. If this number is 7x, this number is 5x. If this number is 70, this number is 50. That means if the numbers are in the ratio, certainly the exact value will be in the same fold everywhere. That means see here, the question says two numbers are in the ratio 7:5 and the smaller number is 45. Smaller is this one, this is exactly 45. You have to point out, you have to find out how many folds here. That means 5 9s are 45. That means 45 is 9 fold of 5. That means here you have to do 9 fold only. You can do 9 fold only. Nothing else can be folded here. Okay, 7 9s are 63 and this is your bigger number. This is your answer demanded by the question. Note down. 63 became the right answer here. Similarly, come to question number 22. There are two numbers in the ratio 9:7. There are two numbers in the ratio 9:7. If the bigger number is 72, find out the smaller number. Bigger number is this one. This is 72 exactly. You have to search out how many fold is there. There are 8 folds. See here. Here will be also 8 folds. 7 at the 56, and this will be your final answer. Note down. 56 is the right answer of question 22. Very smoothly question will be dealt before you. You have to grasp, you have to revise, you have to remember, you have to think the mentality in order to keep all the situations, all the basic methods, all the tricks, all the technical approaches in your mind. Up to 2 years at least you have to think this language in your mind, up to 2 years. If you remember all the things will be taught, are being taught by me, certainly up to 2 years, certainly you will be an officer in government job. There is no any hitch. Come to question number 23. Two numbers are in the ratio 8:5. Two numbers are in the ratio 8:5. If the difference of the numbers is 21, if the difference of the numbers is 21, the sum of the numbers is, see here, question used here the difference. See here, if this is 8, this is 5, that means the difference of 8 and 5 is 3, and 3 is exactly given as 21. That means 3 units are 21 here, 1 unit equals to 7, and the sum total of these numbers 8, 5, 13 units are 91. This is your final answer. Note down. Now, question number 24. Two numbers are in the ratio 9:7. 9:7. And the sum total is 80. A smaller number is. Sum total is 80. That means 9 plus 7 is 16 equals to 80. 1 unit equals to 5. 1 unit equals to 5. And find out the list smaller number. See here, the smaller is 7. Then find out 7 units equals to 7 5s are 35. Note down. Whenever the question says sum total, you have to add all the units. Whenever the question says difference, you have to take the difference of all the units. Sometimes the question will be saying you the product of these numbers, you will have to multiply both units. See here. Question number 25. Two numbers are in the ratio 7:4. Two numbers are in the ratio 7:4. The difference of numbers is 24. Find out the value of bigger number. The difference means 3 equals to 24. 1 unit equals to 8. 3 8s are 24. That means 1 unit equals to 8. And question demanded you find out the bigger number. Bigger number is 7 units, and 7 units means 7 8s are 56. This is your final answer. Note down. Thus, question number 25 also dealt very well. You have to grasp the trick, you have to learn the trick, you have to remember the trick forever, at least for 2 years. Okay? Come to question number 26. Two numbers are in the ratio 4:3. Two numbers are in the ratio 4:3. See here. And the product of the numbers is 300. Find out the bigger number. Whenever the question says two numbers are in the ratio 4:3 and the sum total is this one, you add 4 plus 4 and 3. So if the question says the difference, you have the difference 4 and 3. And if the question says the product is 300, then you have to take another decision as well at the same time. That means whenever the question says multiply the digits in the ratio given to you, you have to opt here 4x and 3x. If you don't accept x here, certainly there you may commit a mistake there. Okay, that's why you have to suppose 4x and 3x in case of products. Okay, This is 300. 12x square equals to 300. X square equals to 25. X equals to 5. Then question says, demands, find out the bigger number. Bigger number is 4x. This one 4x equals to, you have to point out, and 4x equals to 4 5s are 20. This is your final answer. Note down. I will be dictating you one note here as well. This is your right answer. You have to take just a precaution only. Whenever the product is given in the question, the units must be taken with x. Okay, this will be dictated you as a note. Note down. Whenever two numbers are in the ratio, note down. Whenever two numbers are in the ratio and the question gives the product of the numbers, and the question gives the product of the numbers, the units given must be used with x. The units given must be used with x. Come next. Questions pattern totally changed here again. Question number 27, totally changed. See here. The average of 5 consecutive natural numbers is 31. The biggest number is. The average of 5 consecutive natural numbers. See here. All of you must know natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onwards. These are some natural numbers. Natural numbers start from 1 onwards goes. Okay. Question says the average of 5 consecutive natural numbers. You must know average equals to sum total divided by numbers. That means here, your first number is x, next x plus 1, next x plus 2, next x plus 3, next x plus 4. These are first consecutive natural numbers, 5 consecutive natural numbers. You have to add here. Then you have to divide this sum total by the numbers, that is 5 given by the question. And this is just equal to 31 given by the question. That means we have got the concept here of the question. Certainly, you have to proceed for calculation, and after calculation, the answer will be right here. If you calculate, this is 5x plus 10 equals to, this is 5x plus 10 equals to 155. Again, 5x equals to 145. Again, x equals to 29. This is your smallest number. This is your smallest number, 29. Question has demanded you the biggest one. Biggest one is this one. That means you have to point out x plus 4, and x plus 4 is 29 plus 4, that is 33 exactly. This is your final and right answer. Note down. But see here, this question will be solved by you yourself within 3 or 4 seconds. See here, the question has told you the average of 5 consecutive natural numbers is exactly 31. That means 31 will be the middle number. That means if 31 is the middle number among 5 numbers, certainly there will be 2 numbers rightward, there will be 2 numbers backward. If this is the middle number and these 5 are 5 consecutive natural numbers, certainly you can calculate now 31, 32, 33. This is your final answer. Only this you have to do, nothing else. Thus, such type of questions will be dealt by you within 2 or 3 seconds only. There will be a note dictated to you. Write down. Write down. If the numbers are at the same interval. If the numbers are at the same interval, the average happens at the middle position. The average happens at the middle position. The average happens at the middle position. That means whenever the numbers are at equal interval, equal gapping, equal distance, certainly the average will be at midpoint. That's why question told you 5 consecutive numbers are there, the average is 31. In 5 consecutive natural numbers there must be gapping same, and that is equal to 1. That means 31 must be at the middle position among 5 numbers given. 31 is at midpoint. That means there will be 2 right word, 2 left word. Okay. Now come to question number 28. 28. The average of 7 consecutive natural numbers is 147. The average of 7 consecutive natural numbers is 147. That means again the numbers are at same interval. That's why this average will be at the midpoint. Among 7 numbers, this is 1. That means there will be 3 right word or 3 left word. Now see the demand. Question asks you, find out the smallest among them, a smallest number among them to be pointed out. That means this is 147, this will be 146, this will be 145, or this will be 144. This is your final answer. Note down. 144 is the right answer. Now come to question number 29. You go through the question number 29. What does it say? You have to mean. Question number 29. The sum of, see here, in place of average, the question says here the sum of 5 consecutive natural numbers is 140. 5 natural numbers, consecutive natural numbers are there. That's why the gapping are equal everywhere. Okay, and you have given sum total, that is 140. From that you have to point out average. See here, sum total divided by the numbers is average. That means 140 is the sum total of 5 consecutive natural numbers. 140 has been divided by 5. This gives you 28, and this is your average. Certainly this must be at the middle point among 5 numbers. This is 1 number. That means just right word 2 numbers, left word 2 numbers at the same interval will be there. Okay, see here, question number 29. You have to point out the biggest number, 28, 29, 30. This is your biggest number among them. 30 is the right answer. Note down. These 3 questions were based upon natural numbers, consecutive natural numbers. Now consecutive even numbers will be there, consecutive odd numbers will be there. Same pattern will be adopted everywhere. Okay, come to question number 30. Question number 30. The sum of 5 consecutive even numbers is even numbers. Firstly, write down even numbers. Even numbers start from 2 and goes by increment of 2 onwards. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 and so on. That means if 5 or any numbers, consecutive even numbers be written there, certainly gapping will be of 2. That means equal. See here. The sum of 5 consecutive even numbers is 160. 160 be divided by 5. Thus you get here average 32. This is your average of 5 consecutive even numbers. That means if this is the average of 5 consecutive even numbers, this is certainly at the middle point, and thus there will be 2 right word, 2 left word, 2 right word, 2 left word. These are 5 consecutive even numbers. Now, where to go? See here. Where to go? Question number 30. फाइंड आउट द लिस्ट नंबर, लिस्ट छोटी से छोटी संख्या, इन हिंदी लिस्ट नंबर सबसे छोटी संख्या, स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर सबसे छोटी संख्या among them. That means you have to point out the list number. That means you have to go this way, 32 before 30 or before 28. This is your final answer. 28 is the right answer. Note down. Thereafter I will be coming to your question number 31. Question number 31. Come. Question number 31 says the sum of 5 consecutive odd numbers. Here are some odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, like this. Whenever you suppose even numbers or odd numbers as x, for both retain x, x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6, and so on. Even or odd? Even or odd, just get the difference of 2, increment of 2, rightward. See here. Question says you, in question number 31, the sum of 5 consecutive numbers is 155. 155 be divided by 5, this is 31, and this is your average. There will be 2 rightward, there will be 2 leftward. These are 5 consecutive odd numbers. 5 consecutive odd numbers. You have to point out the biggest, 31, 33, 35. This is your final answer. Note down. Note down. Thus we solve question number 31 as well. Now come to question number 32. Question number 32. See here. Question says the sum of 4 consecutive even numbers is 140. See here. The sum of 4 consecutive even numbers is 140. See here, there is a bit of change in the situation. Suppose there are 5 consecutive even numbers, natural numbers, odd numbers, anything having gapping same here. The middle will be this number. Middle will be this number. But suppose there are 4 consecutive natural numbers, even numbers, or odd numbers, the average will be at here. That means middle will be here. That means in case of 5, 7, 9 numbers, the middle number will be one of them. But in case of 4 numbers, 6 numbers, the middle will be only 1 point at the mid. Okay? Thus, this to be maintained here. Question says you, the sum of 4 consecutive even numbers is 140. That means this is average, and this must be at the midpoint. But this will be only 1 point here, as 2 numbers will be there, 2 numbers will be 2 numbers will be here, 2 numbers will be there. This is 35. This is 35. Now come to the question's demand. Find out the smallest number. That means these are consecutive even numbers. Before this even number is 32, and 32 is the right answer. Note down. Thus 32 also completed here. Now the number comes 33. Question number 33 to be solved here. Note down fast. Come. Question number 33. Read carefully first the question. The sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers is 160. 4 consecutive odd numbers. This is average. This will be the midpoint. There will be 2 numbers. There will be 2 numbers. See here. The sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers is 160. What is the biggest number? Means you have to proceed this way. 40, 41, 43. This is your final answer. Note down. This is your final answer. If the average n consecutive natural numbers be m, then the biggest number is m plus n minus 1 by 2. The smallest number is m minus n minus 1 by 2. The same thing I have dictated you in the technical approaches having diagrams, but if you want to use the formula, you can use this formula for natural numbers. Here for natural numbers, if the average be given m of n numbers, the biggest will be like this, the smallest will be like this. But here for the case of even or odd numbers, see here, for the case of even or odd numbers, consecutive even oblique odd numbers be m, then here will be a bit of change. Here will be a bit of change. This will be only n plus 1, n minus 1, n minus 1. Note down. This rule be applied here. This rule be applied here. See here. This was your aggregate value, sum total of 4 consecutive odd numbers. That means average is only 40 here. You have to point out the biggest number. Biggest number will be average. Firstly put average plus n minus 1, 4 minus 1, and thus you see 43. This is formula shape and this is diagram shape. Just come to another question, that is question number 34 of the same type. A bit of change in the question here. 34. The sum of squares of 3 consecutive natural numbers is 770. What is the smallest number? The sum of see here, the sum of squares of 3 consecutive natural numbers. Just see the basic. Firstly, x plus 1, x plus 2. The sum of squares of 3 natural numbers is 770. 3 natural numbers square 770. You have to find out after calculation. The value of x, and this is your final answer. Question says the least number. That means this one will be your answer after calculation. You may calculate here as well. But see here, I am not going to calculate. Do yourself. I have to solve this question in another way, in another easier way. How should I adopt this method? Why should I? See here. Question says the sum of, see here, the sum of squares of 3 consecutive natural numbers. That means here the base is at same interval. Basic numbers are at same interval. But all these values are not at the same interval. That means trick must not be applied here according to the rule. What I am going to apply, answer will be exactly right. Okay? 770 is the sum total of squares of 3 consecutive natural numbers. That means you have to divide this by 3. 3 consecutive natural numbers. Divide. After division, it comes 2, 5, 75, 6, something. Decimal, no need to write down, near about this one. Yes. And you have to think about this. 256 will be at the middle since the base are at same interval. That's why 256 is a square of 16. That means the middle number is 16, and thus the next number will be 17, and thus the prior number will be 15. These were the 3 consecutive natural numbers, and after squaring and adding, the result must be 770. I would like to show here as well. See here, 15 square 25, 225, 16, 256, 17, 28, 9. Add 5, 6, 11, 9, 20. Thereafter 2, 2, 4, 5, 9, 8, 7. This is 7, 17, this is 7. See here, 770, 770. That means your answer is right. See here, the exactly situation was not to be applied this trick, but since the base were at the same interval, that's why I technically adopt this trick, and trick gives you the right answer as well. See here, you have to guess only here. This will be near about some numbers square. You have to point out in this such questions what will be the number here, whose square is just near about this one. Had it been 251 only, had it been 251 only, even after that 16 square 256 near about, you should have written here 16, thereafter 17 and 15. Okay, thus this was class 3 for number system English medium batch. We had started from question number 18 and ended to question number 34. This is a privilege. 15, 16, 17 question you do in a single class. Okay, you have to copy down, you have to watch video once again at least, and do a fair copy and then revise on the copy. Okay, certainly maths will be as stronger as mine. Your maths will be as stronger as mine. Okay, thank you.